Hello and welcome back to the Toronto Floorball League. There are 2 balls on the floor. That's always a great start to a playoff game. This is the Flames versus Ravens. Apologies for the incorrect team names. That'll be fixed momentarily. My name is Colin Doyle. Welcome back to some playoff Toronto Floorball League action here. As the Ravens take on the Flames in our second semifinal match. The Lions played the Ravens earlier. You can see the final score there. If you haven't watched it already, please do so. It was a fantastic game. Out in front, it's Justin LeCaire for the Flames out in front. Kale in net doing double duty. He was in for the Lions in the last game and is in now. Reese Chambers in net for the Flames. Ian Chambers, the green stick blade for the Flames. Robin looking for a way through. Ian Chambers in the corner. Missing last week due to a hockey tournament, but is now back and one of the most dynamic players on the Flames. This one squirts out in front. Andrew Lynn is there. Cleared back to Tyler Hathrell. Biel Suarez behind the net. Out in front. That very, very close. Elijah now on the wing. This one's cleared out over. And there is a call on the far side Flames ball. And West falls over the boards. The Ravens get called for too many men. And Biel Suarez will be the in-home for today. I'm not sure how that happened. Figuring out how many players they want over the boards now. It seems to be the correct number. LeCaire on the far side on this power play. Has the space, goes behind the net for Evan out in front. Aiden can't get on it. Cleared away up and over the boards. You hear it out at 15:51. Ian Chambers taking his time. Finds LeCaire on the near side. Shot goes well wide. That is a Ravens ball as that one deflects off of Hathrell. Behind the net, LeCaire has it. Back to Chambers, LeCaire. Shot blocked out in front still. Very close. Doesn't go. Face off in the corner. Penalty shot is the call. And Aiden will step up to take it here for the Flames. I don't know exactly what happened there, but Aiden Galaskowitz. Great save by Cade. Good read and good slide to get over. Hathrell now. Near side still on the power play for the Flames. LeCaire in front. Tips off of Owen Kuehl, but doesn't find its way through. Good reaction time by Cade as this one goes back. Reese Chambers. Ian sends it behind the net to Wes. Very lackadaisical about that play. Did not have very much time. Gets through, shot wide. Good call from Paul Moran on the bench, 10 seconds on the penalty. Shot, Galaskovitz, short, goes in. No goal call. The call on the floor as that one was deflected in off of Evans' face. And you can't touch the ball with your face. That's part of the rules of floorball. And the goal is called back because of it. And the Flames, who thought they had an early lead on the power play, get nothing. They've been dominant in possession so far, but I think a lot of that is going to be due to the power play. A glitch on our broadcast there for a moment where the clock disappeared. We're back. Behind the net, out in front, no good. Andrew. Advantage for the Ravens. A very, very tight whistle being held today. A very important thing. We've seen some games recently get a little bit out of hand. Because this is a rematch game that's been played a few times this season, I think there's some frustration at times pent up between these two teams. The Ravens and Flames are teams that go way back in the TFL. Dave Chambers on the far side, father of the brothers Reese and Ian Chambers. Reese in goal for the Flames, and Ian Chambers mentioned before. Robin tries to get one through, can't. Yoram. Interception attempt is not there. Biel Suarez holds. Cross. Andrew Lynn loses it off the boards. Ian Chambers clears. Galaskovitz. Has it behind the net. Can't find a way out. Very tight defense there from the Ravens. Very good control of that play. Now into the corner for Aiden. Has a way through. Captain Wes Tennyson behind the net. Out in front, LeCaire, shot blocked. And the Ravens will try and get it out here. Galaskovitz very strong on that play. Down Wes in the corner. Shot stopped. Biel Suarez through. Sent back out LeCaire. Shot on, gets blocked. A little stinger there onto Ruslan Ainadinov. And Russ will get back to it here. Chipped out by Elijah. Across. Aiden tries the 1T, and it will be stopped before it gets there, as Russ sends it up the wing. In front, Hathrell. Wes intercepts. Wes Tennyson around. Shot scores! It gets through, and the Flames take the 1-0 lead. Wonderful play from Wes. Individual effort up the wing. And Wesley Tennyson, a beautiful play. And just like the last game, the team on the right side of your scoreboard and the floor ends up with the first goal. Chipped in. Paul Moran tries to get a tip there out in front, but he can't get anything. Across, no good. LeCaire behind the net to Chambers. Evan on the wing. Chipped. No good. Kept in by the Ravens. Chambers blocked in front. He's got to be a little bit more careful about those breakouts. Across, Chambers with it. Moran. Blocked, that one will go out. Ravens playing up the wing. Tyler Hathrell gets it through to Andrew Lane. Across, in front. Backhand maybe? No. Hathrell chooses to hold. Kuehl rips one right off of Robin's shin. That did not look pleasant there, Robin. Andrew in front. Can't get anything to settle down. Evan. Nothing. Andrew. Shot. Wide. Hathrell in front. Neither of the players there for the Ravens could get a stick on it. Evan up the wing. Evan Nushis. LeCaire behind the net. Waiting until Andrew pressuring him. Evan strong on that play. Russ holds. Looks for a lane. Biel. Up the wing, intercepted by LeCaire. He gets it around Gabriel 10 with ease. And now Ian Chambers on the wing. He sends it through. Evan can't get anything the first time here. Wes out in front. Danger. Evan in front across. It'll be Wes. He's going to look for a lane or a pass. He's got one behind him in Aiden that's wide open in the corner. Chooses not to go through. Evan. In front. Andrew, no good. Wes with a very strong play to keep possession there. In the corner. Robin draws a penalty on Robin. Contentious call here. The call here is that you can't play the ball on the ground, period. And so that's a black and white rule, 2-minute penalty on Robin here. And the Ravens will look to take advantage of it. Andrew across here for Russ. Owen, shot well up and over. Ravens get the ball back in the corner. Owen Kuehl at the point. Russ shot well wide, unfortunately. Ripped out of play, and the Flames get a change, and we'll try and get this thing going. Behind the net, and Ian Chambers will relieve some pressure for now. 1 minute to go in the power play here for the Ravens, trying to tie this game. Could be this is a momentum penalty or penalty kill here. Evan very strong on that play. Will hold, waste for a little bit more time in the corner here. 40 seconds to go. Evan very strong again from behind. A beautiful play on the defense. The hustle from Evan Nuhis here. Oh, Gabriel just misses the one-timer on the doorstep. This one's cleared away, and that penalty is over. A big kill for the Flames. And now the next goal may be the biggest of the playoffs, period. Ravens not giving Russ a ton of options. The Flames not pressuring him into making a mistake here. Good play by Justin LeCaire up the wing. Nuis can't quite find LeCaire. Shot can't quite get through. Cade with the good vision there to block that. Good reaction time on the back end. And Biel Suarez finds his man up the wing. Clears it in. Yoram. Shot off the post. Dave Chambers behind the net to LeCaire. He has Evan up the wing. Tries to get it through. Good chip in by Moran, and he will book it after it. Chipped up by Rupar. Stolen by Moran, though. He tries to get it out in front. Dave Chambers is there. Can't get the shot off. Popped up. Elijah is there. Dave Chambers holds. Sends it up for Robin. Shot goes wide on the near side. Rupar can't find his man. Nuhis. Paul Moran. Shot saved by Cade. Not enough power on it. Cade saw it very cleanly. Able to glove it. Under 5 to go here. Chambers. Behind the net out in front. Paul stops it. Shot. The slapper does not get by. Elijah clears this one down the wing, but it's held by Ian Chambers. Cleared in and an advantage for the Flames. LeCaire from a distance. That redirects off Hathrill's head. Unfortunate play. LeCaire holds in danger. 2 on him. 5 on 3. Wes Tennyson in front. Can't get a teammate to tap that one on target, and the Flames retain possession. Will slow it down a little bit here on the far side. It's Ian Chambers. Up to Evan. Intercepted by the Ravens. Trying to get through. Nuis tries to find West through the gap, but doesn't. Behind him, saved by Reese. LeCaire trying to run it, chips it in deep. Thought he might look for a change there, he does not. Russ behind the net. Aiding on him hard. No call, chipped off the player in front, Andrew Lynn. West back to the point, LeCaire. Evan. Out in front, Robin doesn't get it on target. Behind the net. Robin loses it to Tyler. Bounces it off the side of the net. Good corral by Ainatdinov there as that one's cleared it out. LeCaire. Chambers. Back to Tennyson. Shot wide. Wes. Stopped by LeCaire. Flames send it deep. 1:40 left to go here. Chambers brings it back, holds it. LeCaire looks for something on the near side. Finds Wes out in front. Can't be filtered through Owen Kuehl with the interception there. Ian Chambers, wrong brother. They'll go deep. Ravens will have it. Stop it up. Hathrow rips it off of Wes Tennyson. Robin sends it through for Evan. Tries to get it out in front, but doesn't have the opportunity to. Back to the point for Dave Chambers. In deep. In front, Robin can't redirect it in. Elijah hits the deck. Moran can't get the 1T. Yoram clears it off to the wing. And with 30 seconds to go, LeCaire sends it off to Dave Chambers. In the corner, Dave Chambers back to Evan. Tries to get it out in front. Does. Nobody there for the Flames to tap it in. Shot on. Reese sends it down. Moran stops it up. Flames lose it. Elijah dumps it for Yoram. Nick Rupar, 10 seconds. Evan with the interception. Aiden off to Evan. Evan can't quite get it on target, and with that, the period, comes to an end. Wes Tennyson with the only goal on the board. The Flames have a 1-0 lead heading into the break. Welcome back to the second half of this incredibly entertaining match. The Flames leading 1-0. Ravens trying to make the comeback. Their first opportunity, very good clear from Ian Chambers out in front. Clearing the way for his brother, cleared up over the boards, unfortunately, and out of bounds. Flames Back to Ian Chambers. Cleared across. Aiden. Trying to get it out in front. Moran tries to put it through his legs. Paul Moran! Crease violation. Good eye from the goalie. The crease, for those who don't know, is at about the, not the goal line white line, not the tiny one in front of it, but the one in front of that, the third white line on either end is about as far as the crease extends. And they're saying that Paul Moran's foot was in the crease when that ball went in, and so going to have to be a little bit more careful about that for the Flames, as they've now had 2 goals disallowed in this game. But, I mean, even at this point, if they do end up winning, it's going to be because the Ravens haven't had any even possible goals at this point. Athrell in the corner. Sends a deep. Robin intercepts. Aiden tries to corral it, still bouncing. Finally gets it. Robin intercepted. Rupar going for a run. Reese Chambers will hold. And we'll send it off to his brother. Now deep for Robin. Tennyson in the corner. Behind the net for Evan. Out in front, Wes, shot wide. Oh, Wes. By a centimeter. Can see it on his fingers. Almost giving the Flames the illustrious 2-goal lead at this point. It's a thing that they can only hope for. Paul Moran. Behind. Out in front, no good. So Dave Chambers, excuse me. Not Paul. Suarez. Blocked in front by Evan. Robin. Shot saved by Cade. Great shot. Russ finds man on the wing. Chipped out. That ends up going over the boards. Wes up the middle. Gets the shot off. It's blocked into the corner. Robin right by Wes all the way back to LeCaire, who sends one on the ground. Wes out in front. Cade with a beautiful couple of saves for the Ravens, keeping him in this game. Wes with that shoulder taps to Cade. That was a brilliant, brilliant effort from the young man there. He's made some very high effort saves in both of the games that he's played today. And really kept the Ravens in this one. Wes sends it back, needing a breather. Dave Chambers up to Wes again. Evan goes off for Aiden, intercepted by Tyler Hathrell. Gets around Dave Chambers across to Yoram. Back across, intercepted by Wes. A very key defensive play. Chip back to Evan. He holds. Back to the point. LeCaire. In deep. Across Wes Tennyson. Shot. Great quick save. And he's stoned for the 3rd time in a row. Wes taking a ton of shots. Not a ton of luck for him. Russ able to get it off the boards. Yoram back to the middle. Intercepted by Ian Chambers. Cleared away. Aiden pressing hard. Justin able to get in there and get something going for the Flames. Hold it. Chambers up the middle to Paul. Shot tipped off of Russ. That should be, or no, it's not tipped off of Russ, excuse me. That is a Ravens ball in the corner. Just chopped it high. 14-20 left to go here. Across, Elijah Tries to chip it through. Gabriel 10. Chaos out in front. Moran able to clear it. Call is a free hit for the Ravens from in close. This is going to be a very pivotal chance here. Owen tries to fire it. Great kick save. Evan chipped up. What a rush from Evan. Across. Aiden can't get the tap. Oh, very close play. The cross crease just doesn't quite connect. Gabriel 10, great stick play. Tommy, the ref on the far side, calling for the advantage for the Ravens. And the Flames offense all up at the top of the key. Someone's got to get back here. Kuehl sends it off to Lynn behind the net. 10. Chipped up and over. That will be Ravens ball from the corner again. Rupar giving him an option. Moran intercepts, but it's Rupar with the ball now off of last. Rupar chipped up all the way deep for Ian Chambers. Now playing a forward role, at least for the moment. Sends it back to the point. Wes Tennyson finds some space on the far side. Paul Moran, the one there. Across. Wes. Shot on. Great save by Kale again. Andrew holds back. Paul intercepts. He's got a man. Shot blocked. Cade able to get his dirty mitts on it the second time there after it's popped up. Owen in the corner. Ravens looking to make something of this. West gets the interception though behind the net. Lots of Ravens there. That'll be out off of Wes. And the Ravens, with great pressure, force a mistake out of the captain. Owen. Andrew shot blocked by Reese Chambers. Great save from the goaltender. Bumula in the corner now. Off to Biel. Shot on. Good play. Ravens ball. West looks like he may need a change here. Yoram, great save. Still dangerous out in front. Biel Suarez with the shot wide. Yoram gets the interception. That sounded like it was off the woodwork there, or the metalwork, if you will. Ian Chambers! 200-foot effort from Ian Chambers. Goes one end to the other. And Robin will get the assist on that one too. The Flames with a beautiful goal end to end. The Ian Chambers special. The illustrious 2-goal lead has been found. Under 11 to go. Robin, the assist on that first goal. Back. Rupar up the wing. It'll be Russ holding. Back to the point for Biel Suarez. Intercepted. Aiden can't control it. Should have just run for it. Rupar up the wing. West gets by. Looks for a pass through. Rupar able to stop that one. Up the wing, Hathrow. Tipped, cleared over the boards. Good block from Dave Chambers. Russ in the corner. Russ. Hathrel. Back to Huel. Hathrel. Man hard on him. Good intercept from Paul Moran. Strong play. Comes out with it. Great shot, Cade. A better save, though. Moran behind the net to Evan. Tries to chip it out in front. Lost. In Kale's padding for a moment, it seems. And the Ravens end up coming out with it. Russ across. Behind Hathrel, unfortunately. 10 in the corner. Evan, Aiden, shot goes wide. Evan with it now in the corner. Holds in front. West can't get a stick on the pass. 8.5 minutes to go here. Across, shot up and over. Hustle off from two of the Ravens. Now they get some substitutions. Chambers behind the net, 2 Chambers. Behind the net of Chambers. I had to get all 3 of them in there. Lost it on the wing. Andrew out in front, chipped up and over the net. Andrew still has it. Loop around off of Dave's shoe, it seems like, out of bounds. Owen Kuehl. Nick Rupar. Ravens on the wing, chip it deep. Ian Chambers almost loses it, chipped it up the wing. Out in front for Evan, very close for the Flames. Evan. Doesn't lose it. Rupar. Rupar rips it. Good block from Wes Tennyson there as that one's cleared all the way down. Kale gets hands on it. Flames turtling a little bit here. Not able to get the same kind of breakouts they were. They're being still just as aggressive on the offense, but they can't break out and get anything but rush chances right now. And that is going to need to change because what they've been doing so far in terms of their chances has worked. It's just you can't full turtle here, which is sort of the start of what they're doing. Paul Moran tries to tuck it in out in front. Little net adjustment there as Suarez behind the net. Nick Rupar finds Bel Suarez. Rupar on the near side, 6 minutes to go. Rupar behind him to Russ. Across here, shot on, intercepted before it can get to the net. Wes holding for time. LeCaire all the way back. Ravens have to be aggressive. Ian Chambers finds Wes on the far side. Wes Tennyson. Ian Chambers holds. LeCaire back to Chambers. And the Flames doing a little bit of time wasting here. Ian Chambers on the far side. Sends it in deep. Evan chasing after that with all of his might. The corner boards come down and Russ is hurt in the corner. Looks to be an ankle thing, which is even more lovely because I had an injury a few seasons ago that has kept me out for the last year and a half of an ankle injury in the TFL finals against the Ravens a couple years ago. And you hate to see it. walking under his own power. Much better than myself. So that's a good sign already. Hopefully it's not too serious, and hopefully we see him again at some point in this game. If not, hopefully back next season after Christmas. It is Ravens ball in the corner. Russ definitely able to walk under his own power there, which is very, very nice. Wonderful to see. And a face-off, actually, in the corner. Paul Moran going to take it against Owen Kuehl. He will intentionally lose it to Owen. And it goes out of bounds. And the Flames will get the ball in the corner. Can't quite feel as bad now. It feels like it was always destined to be the Flames' possession there. Sent up the near side. Into the corner. Paul chasing this one down. The stick check from Paul ends up giving the Ravens the ball here. Elliott up the corner. Intercepted by LeCaire. Tries to get it to Aiden. Galskevitz out in front through. It'll be black ball here with 4:20 remaining. Oh, Reese can't get a hand on the ball. Hathroll behind the net going for the wraparound. Chambers trying to get it out. Hathroll back to the point to Owen Kuehl. He's got 10 on the other side. Shot, no good. Across. Galskevitz will be able to clear this one, but can't find Evan Newhees running up that wing. Chipped up out in front and sent down the wing. Wes back to LeCaire, and the Flames have the ball. Up to Aiden on the wing. Loses it momentarily, but Wes is able to pick it up. He's got a man behind him. Good shot on to Kale. Wes has been stonewalled since his first goal. Had a very good few chances. I think at least 4 in a row that have been saved by Kale that have all been like decent quality. And it's just been unfortunate. LeCaire gets through, loses the ball as he's trying to wind up for a shot. And the Flames can't get the 3-0. And this would be the second shutout in a row the Flames will have had against the Ravens if this holds. Elijah on the near side. Back out to number 10, Gabriel 10. Cross in deep, save. Back out, Elijah back to Nick Rupar. Tries to get it through, can't. Scramble for it, Rupar. Looking, Chambers intercepts, and Chambers is off on a run. Almost gets his second in transition of the game. Unhappy about that one. A good opportunity, but the Flames have run the clock down under 2 minutes. Under 1, we do stoppage time for if it goes out. Intercepted by Robin, chopped on. That was way too close. In front, it's Rupar for the Ravens, but 4 Flames already back. Doesn't matter. Yoram Pumala with a beautiful opportunity. Timeout Ravens is the call. 1:10 remaining in this game. 1:09, excuse me now. And the Ravens take a timeout.
Some real quality chances at the end here for the Ravens, and you expect Kale to be pulled out here. The official time has been adjusted to 1:15, and Kale does come out immediately here. Corner hit for the Ravens, going to be taken on the far side by Owen Kuehl as we are getting back into things here. Ravens setting up in power play formation. Behind the net, Andrew Lynn. Owen Kuehl. Hathrell. Back to Rupar. Nick Rupar into Owen Kuehl. Back out to Hathrell. Hathrell. Across. Pumala. Back to Rupar. They can't get in. Game clock 2 seconds ahead of our clock. Kuehl can't get it through. LeClaire clears. And the Flames relieve the pressure. Now 40 seconds left. Up and over. Evan with the hustle full field. .37 seconds to go in this game. Shot wide. Pumala back to the point. Out of bounds. 29 or 27 on the clock. Owen. Hathrell chipped out. Chambers behind the net gets it as far as Aiden. Trying to chip it out. Aiden gets out and gets the empty net goal. The Flames seal the deal with a third goal here. (3-0) with 15 seconds to go, and unfortunately for the Ravens, this will be the end of the line for them. The Flames get back to yet another finals against the Sharks. This will be the third time that this match has happened. Or this will be the second, excuse me, a rematch of season 1, I believe. The Flames have made it to the finals a grand total of 4 times. Oh, off the post! Could have given him a chance. Aiden sends one on, and that will do it. The Flames move on to the finals once again, and they will face the Sharks for what I believe is the second year in a row, and maybe the third time that this is the championship deciding game. If I remember correctly, they lost in a shootout last year to the Sharks. Or no, it was a 1-goal game, I believe. It was a very close game that ended up going the way of the Sharks, but we will see that again next week. We'll see if the Cashino effect will be present. We'll see if Reese Chambers can stand up to it. We'll see if some of the new additions to this team, Ian Chambers, Reese Chambers, Evan Newhees, and Aiden Galaskevitz is going to be enough for the Flames team to finally get over the hump. That'll do it for this week, though. I've been Colin Doyle. This has been the Toronto Floorball League. And we will see you next week where the Ravens take on the Lions at 9 and the Flames take on the Sharks for the TFL Championship at 10 o'clock. Actually, that'll be on November 30th, so give us 2 weeks and we'll have those games coming to you. Enjoy the break, and we'll see you back for some finals action in a couple of weeks.